In this warm-up routine, you will discover how you can warm up your whole body, your total body, in easy movements, in gentle, easy, mindful movements, and how you integrate each part of your body as a whole. So then in a function like squatting or standing up from a chair or turning or lifting, you can do these movements much easier and you will be much more efficient. Grounding and connecting to the floor. We're starting to warm up with the feet. In standing, bend your feet, bend the toes, and then circle your heels and relax the rest of your body. And you want to feel all 5 toes as you would be pinned down and your heel goes up and down. You can do that with your knee bent a little bit, and then a few more times with the knee straight. And you can see then it goes higher up in your hip in the whole rest of your body. So one time with the knee bent, the knee circles as well a little, change both directions, and then you keep the knee straight, you still circle the heel, but you go in your whole body. You do the same thing on the other side, and by the way, you can do the same thing in sitting. You lift the heel and you circle the heel with the toes pinned down, both directions. Then with the knee straight, you don't do that in sitting, but in standing you can benefit from that. You can see how it goes all the way in my whole body. Both directions, so you're connecting to the ground. Number 1, feet. Number 2 is bouncing. We're bouncing and kind of dropping the heels up and down, so we feel kind of the vibration down to the ground, which helps your lymph system. It helps with osteoporosis, it helps of loosening up all your parts of your body, it helps to connect through your bone and so forth. So you bounce up and down, you do that maybe 20-30 times, light and easy, relax your chest. You can make it very gentle, quick but light and easy. Then we do that unilateral, so we go right, left, like kind of like a walking type, and in addition we'll tap your hands, or you can do it slow. Find your own rhythm. You can do it slow, or you can do it a little faster, bounce. In addition, with the hands bouncing left and right, it helps you connect your right and your left brain half. And for those of you who are sitting, you do the same thing. You bounce after the circles, you bounce your heels up and down. And then you can even add your hands, or you can go slower. Right, left. Really bounce down and let your body connect with the ground. And then last but least, we go into a walking motion. For those of you who are sitting, you will be walking, lifting your sit bone and walking back on the chair. I call this sit bone walking. You have to use your hips and your ribs to go forward on the chair. You lift and you go back. Let your chest follow. You just slide forward and back slowly, lifting and lowering your hip. And for those of you who are standing, you're walking in a nice and easy pace. Swinging your arms, bending your knees. Think about bending all your joints and let your spine sway left to right. Let every part of your body go into this movement. You can see it's already getting your heart rate going a little bit just by walking that. Soft feet, soft joints all over through your body. So for your spinal warm-up, we're going into, actually it's a whole body warm-up again. We go into a closed pattern. For those of you who have the knees in, you're familiar with that. So you're closing in and you're bringing your arms forward to an open pattern. So we go into flexing, rolling your knees in, rolling your feet in, rounding your back on purpose, dropping your head down, and then you roll your feet out to the outside. Squeeze your glutes, open your hip, roll your spine up, open your hands out to the side, lift your chest and your head just a little bit. And then again, start rolling in, kind of collapsing inward and roll back out. And breathe, inhale and exhale, go down. Really feel your whole body going in. And then as you come up, you open up and continue doing that. And for those of you who are sitting, you can do the same thing. You can have your hands in your hip joint, or you can have your hands, your fingertips behind your neck, and you go into a close pattern. Round your spine, knees together, and open your knees and arch your back. Roll from your pelvis up and look up. And again, roll behind your pelvis, round your spine, close your knees, and roll forward and open up. And you can see that we're engaging your whole spine. You can see basically engaging your whole spine round, and your whole spine goes up from the hip. I always start with the hip, and I include my neck, and really pay attention what my chest is doing and how I can fold my chest, how I can open my chest. With the hands here, if we have shoulder issues, if we can have your hands here, even better. But really work your elbows back and forth. Side bending is a movement we don't do enough. So here it goes. We're sliding the hand along your leg. Make sure your arm is relaxed and you let your ribs on the side fold down, exhale, and look to your hand. It's important you look and come back up. Do that many times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And each time think about your ribs, how you can bend your ribs here, bend your ribs here, and let your head follow. Do that 4 or 5 times at your own pace, slowly. As you exhale, drop your chest, relax your chest, come back up, and then go to the other side. Feel how you can bend your ribs and come back up. Make sure your head follows and tilts. It's like you just want to drop that arm and come back up. For those of you who are sitting, you will be sliding your hand down along the outside of your leg. Let your head follow, look at the hand, and come back up. And the same thing, you do that 4 or 5 times. Come back up, other side, slide, breathe, relax. Really make sure your chest can yield and your spine can, in a nice and easy way, go down your leg. And as you keep going, it gets a little easier. Maybe you can go a little farther, and when you come up, really feel how you can use your hip joint and your core to lift your spine back up. A little bit something for your shoulders here. Interlace your hands, but interlace your hands and pay attention which finger is on top. Put it behind your back, and then press the back of your hands into your back slightly. Relax your shoulders, sit nice and tall. Bring your elbows back and do this little chicken winging. You do this little movement where your elbows go back and forth. You do it rather fast but light and easy. Just whatever is a comfortable range for you. Don't go to any end range where you tense up. Do it light and easy. Many times you have to bend at the wrist if possible. And then you have a nice effect across your chest and your shoulders. Feel how your shoulder blades are squeezing in the back. Now, switch your hands. So you go into the non-habitual interlacing. Do the same behind your back. Of course, you can do, for those of you who are standing, you do this in standing, no problem. Same thing. Chicken wing back here. Feel the shoulder blades coming closer in the back, and then release it. Engage, release. Engage, release, as you keep your chest nice and tall. This is a total body rotation exercise or movement. And what's important here is that you really include every part of yourself, starting with your feet. So if I want to turn to the left, it's important I roll these feet left and right, whatever direction I go, because that invites the legs to turn, invites the hip to turn already. And then I can turn in my chest. I shouldn't turn my low back because I can't, anatomically, really, very minimal. So it's important I turn with my hip joint, and then the chest, and then the neck, the shoulders and the neck and the head and the eyes. Now once I'm back there, I'm going to turn everything back there and then only bring the head and the eyes forward. Make sure the head and the eyes track on the horizon. The eyes can go in further than the head because it's a socket. So I can turn my head using the eyes, who really coordinate the whole body, several times. and come back forward. And then do it again. Turn your whole body. Start with a comfortable sector first. Go a little bit, make it nice and easy. Bring your head and your eyes back forward a few times. And then come back and then watch how you can turn everything back easier. And then you do the same on the other side. Make sure your ankles go, your hip go, your spine, your upper spine turns, your head and your eyes go back. Once you're back there, not at the end range, but where it's comfortable, you bring your head and your eyes forward. Make sure you're breathing. Your eyes track along the horizon. Make it nice and soft. And come back forward. And then one more time, turn everything very slowly. And really be mindful about using all the parts you have. Every little joint turns and not just your low back. That's the secret of rotation. And for those of you who are sitting, it's important when you turn, you really let these hips slide. Let the hips slide, turn your chest, and then turn the rest on top. Differentiate your head and your eyes like you did in standing. Then the same way to the other side. Breathe. It's really important you breathe and you feel that when you breathe, your ribs start to move. That's a big problem for a lot of people. If you don't move your ribs, you'll do too much in your low back and hurt yourself. So it's important the hips can turn, your chest can turn, and that helps your neck, by the way, also. And to connect it all together, this is called chest circle or moving in the wind with your chest. You create a circle with your chest and you go around. You imagine you're a tree in the wind, like a palm tree. And you circle from your breastbone, or you can hold your ribs too, and you circle around in space, and you let your whole body fold and turn and circle around. Your head folds. I would suggest you close your eyes. It's the tree in the wind, but you go into a full circle. You can go into even a free form, change the direction, and of course you can do the same thing in sitting. Important that you really connect with sit bones and the ground, and you let your ribs move, and your ribs moves the hips and your upper body, your chest, your shoulders. Think about every part of yourself is moving as you're turning around, and you connect all the parts of yourself. You're mindful that you're breathing as you're moving. You're not holding any places. You just enjoy that spinal move through your whole body and make yourself more flexible and